This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Huskers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Cincinnati's offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Royer. Hard-hitting tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Nebraska's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Off play action on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football.
It's a running room. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Huskers are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Hunter. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Back to pass. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Markway. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They booted away on fourth down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. Wide open spaces. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Lining up to convert 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single cover.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Makes a man miss. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Powers through the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. A shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
The RPO, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Huskers will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for room, it's Walker. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Handoff to the single back. Spins away from the defense. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener. Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Cincinnati, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Sorsby. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got room to work. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The pitch to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cornhuskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The handoff to Johnson. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you create a turnover and you get the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's Sorsby. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Makes the catch. It's Barney. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And after the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, this offense faces third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on first and goal.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over the Groupers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now on first and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pryor.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finds a tight end. The Bearcats pick up the first down. Pass complete. Moves to see if they can try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Bearcats have it at the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Coming up, 4th down.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice it.
Job by this defense. Gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they forces the fumble and get the touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's railed by to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll break to check him out. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind. They come up on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one on the left side. He got it up, and he was on his way. All the way to 38. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He was hit just. He was releasing the pass, falls to the ground, incomplete. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Run to the right. They'll back him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Jukes his way for more. Junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Pryor. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Caught over the middle, it's Royer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. It's a seam wide open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Trying to set up the screen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 15. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to Johnson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Punts it out of the air. They bring it down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's loose. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. They pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got it, looking for a first. The offense coughs it up. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on second down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David